Hello and welcome back to Fairly Odd Parents Showdown. This is Bio Enchanted, and today we'll be going to the very last level, the Great Escape.
Timmy was so thoughtful to order flour. I hadn't realized that I'd almost run out. And it's impossible to make banana bread without flour.
And now, from Big Bad Bakery Broadcasting, Banana Bread Binge, a new show dedicated to all things banana bread.
Ooh, my show's on! Oh, what's wrong with the TV? I want the banana bread show, not some dumb documentary on monkeys. Well, really, a filthy monkey. Go away.
Who are you? Where am I? I'll have you know that I am no ordinary monkey. Rather, I am king of all apes.
Beware, King Ape.
The television is talking to me.
It's never done that before.
Heed me, O King. These humans consider themselves more evolved than you, and will attempt to enslave you. But it is your destiny to rule them. Make of this world what you will.
My destiny? To rule? But should I believe everything I hear on TV?
But beware. One shall come to overthrow you, with one sandal, a lion-shaped birthmark, and a silly pink hat. Well, the hat at the very least.
Human female, do you know of this pink-hatted warrior?
My son Timmy wears a pink hat.
Then you shall come with me. If this pink-hatted warrior attempts to overthrow me, I will overthrow you. Throw you over a wall or something. Wait. Well, it won't be pretty, I don't mind telling you.
Oh no! Mom's been kidnapped by a super evolved ape king who needs to practice his threats!
And Dimsdale has been turned into an ape world by TV magic!
Oh, how will we get our banana bread now? I mean, we better rescue Mom and get that magic flower back.
Now just bear in mind how the magic has affected the three TV levels thus far. Go into that after the opening cutscene.
We're here! This is where the apes take their prisoners.
What apes? Where? Why?
It's TV magic, Cosmo. An ape documentary got mixed with other shows and now they've become real. And an ape captured my mom!
So we've come here to rescue her.
But now we need rescuing! How embarrassing!
Don't worry, Cosmo. These apes may be highly evolved, but they're dumb enough to leave this crate here.
Here I actually make a bit of a mistake in that I go in the wrong direction and kind of sequence the cutscenes a little bit, so there's a bit that doesn't really make much sense coming up. But something to bear in mind here is the first sort of TV level, of course, was the TV affecting the dreams of the person watching it. Not much use there, only a very individual level problem there. The second level, of course, was the Yugopatamia level, where they were kind of pulled into a TV show. Slightly more wide-reaching, but still not that useful. In this case, the world has become the TV show. That is a catastrophic change. That is closer probably to what's actually meant to be happening with these spells. And I find that really interesting, the concept that this is basically someone who's trying to do something that's never been done before. It's a completely unprecedented thing they're trying to do. We don't quite know what they're trying to do yet, or why, but it's obviously getting closer and closer to the goal because whatever's happening is more and more useful to a villain.
What did that ape say? Back to the Bahamas!
Back to bananas, Cosmo. We'd better free the monkey.
This cage looks weaker than the metal types. Try climbing on it and bouncing it.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk to that monkey over in the corner there, but we kind of made a mistake.
You didn't stand a chance!
Well, not really, we just went in a direction the level didn't expect because he's closer to us, I guess.
Excuse me, human child.
Who you calling human?
It's an ape! Don't let him out!
You can't free me. We political prisoners are imprisoned in extra sturdy metal cages.
Political prisoner? What happened?
We recently acquired a new king, but he's paranoid. it was prophesied that a small boy with a silly pink hat would oust him from his throne.
That's why this place is under a hairy form of martial law.
He created new laws to protect himself, and any ape who speaks out is imprisoned.
He also captured my mom. Now I've got 2 evils to put right.
The Tyrant King's headquarters are behind the giant ape in the temple. You must find a way to open the statue.
That sounds exciting!
The monkeys will help you. They hate the Tyrant King because he rations bananas. Remember the Rebel Force's password? Back to bananas!
Back to bananas!
Back to bananas!
Back to bananas!
Yeah, that was because we were supposed to have before we went to the left. But in games I tend to always go to the left, so I kind of forgot that happened in that order. I guess I just figured the cutscene wouldn't trigger until we'd seen him, but I was wrong there.
Alright! 3 stars equals 1 wish!
What do we need this time?
An iron? My pants are greased.
The ape rebel leader mentioned hordes of ape guards.
He said swarms.
Either way, we need to distract them. How about bananas? It's well documented that apes can't resist bananas.
What about a banana launcher?
Even better, a portable banana entrapment deployment snare.
I wish I had a banana launcher.
You'll need to collect bananas from banana trees.
A banana launcher isn't as cool as a portable banana entrapment deployment furnace. No, I can't even say it now.
I like how Cosmos had a really complicated set of words, but then when his wish was denied, he just kind of forgot how to say them. Well, that was a cute way of using his stupidity. Also, of course, every wish in this level will be monkey themed.
This is a nice tree. Let's hug it.
On the other hand, you could bounce it for banana launcher bananas.
What we will need to do with them is more run into it, really. Just like the way you charge into it, and it'll get us back from there. But we need to get this ape off this rooftop so we can press that button. So we'll need to be closer to him for the first banana to actually trigger him. But of course, bananas have a certain range. If you're outside that range, the monkey can't sense them and will not chase them. There we go. Some buttons stay red when they're pressed. Some of them, the monkey has to stay on the button to keep them depressed. That's for gameplay reasons, it's not just arbitrary. In this case, that door will stay open forever.
Of ape guards we were told about.
Swarm!
Don't let them see you.
If you pop a banana next to him, it might distract him.
That's kind of limited use, really, of the banana here, but it's like, it's what we're trying to do. We're trying to use the bananas to distract them, but that can be kind of hard to do, because sometimes that can happen, and that's really annoying when you're just pointing the thing in the wrong place, because bananas, of course, get stuck on objects and stuff like that. And of course it takes a while when you actually get caught to actually play at the animation as well, which is really annoying, so I'm going to cut out a lot of the failures here. Because you don't need to see that happening over and over and over again, and now we've got the coins, we can just run past them anyway. This guy's not a concern quite yet, but it's quite easy to avoid.
Careful! Baby apes have really good vision!
I know it's meant to be a fairy, but that just looks really suspect. I mean, the placement of those wings does not imply wings to me. But I am a child, so... Yeah, even if bananas is actually worth 2, so you don't have to get 2 sets of them. It's just kind of, it counts up in sets of 2 instead of just like adding 2 to the counter, so it sometimes can be hard to realise that's what's going on. Yeah, these guys are annoying to avoid. Can't get up there yet. That'll be a later wish. Now it's time to see what the bananas can really be useful for. Yes. The whole idea is, of course, if you're standing on the button and hold fire with the alarm of the banana far enough, it will get him on the other side of the gate. That's going to be a common thing here, is getting the bananas flung far enough. But of course now we have to go back the other way, back the slow way, because there's no good way around, which is really annoying. You'd think there'd be a little bit of a shortcut, but nope. But it gives us a chance to get that last coin, so let's grab it and go. This guy's not that hard to avoid. Here's me making a bit of a screw up there. And now I pay for it. I'm not very good at stealth in these games. Generally, I've never been very good at stealth in games. Which is why really bad stealth games really frustrate me. Like, I played this one that seemed fairly interesting, but the problem with a bad stealth game compared to all the kinds of bad games is this. Bad action games you can kind of deal with, because you have ways around the bad parts. Like, you can kind of get better at them with practice at the mechanics. But when it comes to bad adventure games, you can kind of figure out what the game's trying to do. But when it comes to bad stealth games, often they're bad because the stealth is unbalanced, which means you have too many enemies, or enemies that are too difficult to fight, and you don't have many tools to fight them because it's a stealth game. So it becomes a complete mess trying to get through them, and it's just a nightmare. I hate that. So I always have problems with bad stealth games. I can often just not beat them because I just get frustrated. Because you don't really in some bad stealth games you just don't really have a good way to fight the enemies if you get caught, and often with bad stealth games there's too many enemies to avoid getting caught.
Their apiness seriously.
Hey, that sure is one big monkey statue.
The friendly ape said we have to get behind here somehow. We should get a view from higher up.
There are wish stars here. Let's get grabbing. There it goes!
I'm a green star
This is of course the main set piece of the level. This is a neat one.
Now we can enter the big cage.
and get that star.
Bit of a blind spot there, but we'll come to that side later. For now, we have a lesson to learn about bananas, so we can arc them over things if we bounce them correctly. So if we get far enough away from this gate and hold the button for long enough, we can arc them over the gate. I was so close to that, was so annoying that I just didn't hold it down. I held it down for a little bit too long.
Star! Star!
There's a dog star and one purple star. Keep the colors separate or they'll run.
Maybe we can actually do these sides of the room in whatever order. I just failed to remember how to unlock the other one until later in the level, so we're going for this one now.
Look! A giant nut!
A monkey nut!
I bet that opens a gate.
And I bet we'll need a wish before we can use it. How do we get up to that star?
We have to find a way. We need that star for wish power.
There's part of the solution, but we can't do it alone. We need this guy. Not this guy, but the guy behind him. We'll get him out of the way.
Another cage star.
That's how to actually use the bananas appropriately, by the way.
One more star till our
And happily I got the star just as he was capturing me, so that's not a complete waste of time. And now I can just kind of lure the monkey under his nose, because the guy's an idiot. Who never leaves his little cubby. There we go. It was annoying though, because the only source of bananas is in the middle, so we have to just climb back up again. At least that's the case for this big room anyway. There we go, let's finish this puzzle off now. That is of course a switch that doesn't hold itself down for long.
This wish is easy.
Yeah, well, you don't have to grab it.
I wish I had a monkey wrench to undo monkey nuts.
What's a monkey wrench?
I'm a male. I know tools. Follow my lead.
That's just a monkey. It lacks a wrench component.
But it's so cute.
You're right. Look at the terror in its eyes. Aww.
Well, I guess we'll have to see how well it wrenches.
So here's our monkey wrench, which is just straight up a monkey. Luckily, however, it will serve our purposes. Because this monkey has a surprisingly strong grip. So it'll do. This is why you don't get in a fight with a monkey, it'll rip your nuts off.
A natural playground for simians, an impassable barrier for 10-year-olds.
Oh, I have an idea.
Wanda thinks we can use the monkey wrench monkey to cross.
How do you know that?
Never mind. It's a great idea. If the poor little fella's arms hold out.
I also like that with Cosmo and Wanda being on the same wavelength, that's cute. But of course the monkey can't hold on forever because it has to carry the weight of a 10-year-old as well, so it's quite a small monkey, so that's quite exhausting for the poor guy. I mean, he's a half Timmy's size, it's a really cute animation though. Here we have an interesting little kind of platform. These little monkey butlers. Although they're very hard to stay on them. So they're a very tiny little platform. There we go. Yeah, that was me cutting out a long pause screen. Something came up. I quite like the monkey looking around to make sure no one's watching though before he scarfs his banana down. He's a very dignified little monkey. Wrong tool. There we are. This is actually the last proper level of the game as well. After this level we only have the final boss to go.
Here, Timmy.
Ah, spears and other hazards. These apes are fiendish.
And of course in that last level, in that last video I'll also be showing off the stickers as well. We've been collecting them, we might as well see them. We have to kind of time this one because we don't have very much time with the monkeys and we need to make sure we get past the spears without getting skewered. So we have to be kind of careful that when we press the Y button here to get back on the monkey bars. Or mesh, whatever it is. Monkey mesh. It's annoying when you go for slightly a long angle, isn't it? One thing that's a little bit annoying though. Like, one of it would have been a really interesting place to put a secret would have been having to go across the top of the monkey bars. Because they give you multiple opportunities to get up there, but they never actually put anything up there, so there's not really much point to it. It's kind of a shame, because that would be an interesting way of doing something, like a little secret or something like that. Yeah, the monkey's got a bit stuck there, so let's try that again. Because that banana was a little bit too bruised for his liking. Back to bananas, of course. I'm sorry I put that banana directly in your face. Did not intend that. This should do it. Or not. It's a little annoying when that happens, isn't it? Can't forget any of these babbles. That would be an annoying place to get some coins, wouldn't it? This level's actually relatively low stakes compared to the spacing. It's just what it implies. It's the main escalation here. Of course, we have some guards coming up here because we can see their flashlights through the door. The rendering engine of this level has its limits. This game mother. This is a really annoying room, so I'm going to kind of skip when I actually get past it because it's just a really annoying room to get through. Such a mess trying to do this room. Because I keep misaligning the bananas and getting caught, and it's so annoying. So just know that whenever I skip past these rooms, you've seen where the coins are. I just get them. Yeah, it's really easy to pull this one, isn't it? But I'm scribbling it up, so that's always fun. We don't have quite enough height to get up there, I believe. We also have some items down here to pick up as well. And nothing needs doing to actually advance in the level too. Coming down here isn't just dealing with these guards just for the sake of a few coins. That would be ridiculous. We actually have a good reason to come down here. And luckily they're in a very wide patrol route, so you don't really have to worry that much about being captured by them because they move in a very wide fashion. Like that guy's gonna be away for a while, so we have plenty of time to do this monkey wrench. Of course, we have this door that's opening now that we wouldn't have known there if we hadn't done the monkey wrench. That's advancement, so let's first of all use the monkey bars. Because if we time it right, we can also just drop past this guard and run as well. So we're going to make sure we don't drop into his beam. That would be annoying. The monkeys aren't very good at engineering. They have this terrible security system that's just displaying static and question marks. Very well engineered there, monkeys. They clearly don't have their electrical engineering down pat yet. And it's all of the 2x4 technology and wooden stuff. This is easy to accidentally fall off, but I don't, so yay. It's a very narrow platform. And now we have some actual monkeys we can actually kill as well. I always prefer enemies you can deal with to enemies that you have to stealth by. Stealthing by enemies for me is always just a lot of frustration. I'm very bad at the Metal Gear Solid games. The only one I actually beat was 3, I believe. Thought 5 was kind of... Not 5, I thought Phantom Pain was kind of terrible. So much grindiness to it when it came to like getting materials and things. It was such a pain to play for me. Yeah, I died a couple of times here, but it's not that bad really. It's a relatively simple thing to get past. You just need to realise where things are in alignment with comparison to the rest of everything else. There we go. Here's the top of the room.
Well, we're pretty high up now. Come on, guys. How do we get past that statue?
The Tyrant King must have created some fiendish mechanism to protect him.
Oof, check it out. Banana smell emitters. I saw those on TV.
I don't get it.
We should bounce those banana smell emitters. I bet that's how the statue is activated.
Cosmo, I'm proud of you.
That's a good thing, right?
You were right.
First I was right, and now I smell like bananas. What a great day!
I also quite like that most of why Cosmo is able to contribute here is because he saw things on TV. That's cute. So let's use this elevator to get back down, and then we can go up the other side of the room and get our final wish for the game. Not just level, but the actual game. Of course, we have to figure out the mechanism, which is fairly obvious. There's a button. The button that I didn't notice until just now. And this is kind of where I clicked. Oh, of course, that's how I'm to get up there. So those vines are actually like a bit of a red herring. They're there for a reason, but it's not the reason you think. It's not to get up there. That's what this pillar's for. Let's get him up with the other side of the room now. There's a neat variation on the puzzle though, because not only do you have to get him on the thing, we have to get him back off it as well for the lift to go back up. I mean the lift to go back up, the pillar. So there we go.
That wall!
Hard to climb, but not impossible.
Not for a kid with fairy godparents. Let's find stars and wish.
A star in a cage.
These are 2 green stars. They complement my natural skin tone.
It's a monkey butler. He must work for the apes, trading his dignity for bananas.
Stand on him. That's
Yeah, there's
humane.
actually a tutorial for him here. It's kind of weird that they put the tutorial on the other side of the room. You'd think that...
I need super sticky wall climbing abilities.
Like Sticky Lizard Man from your comics.
He's in the League of Ineffectual Evil.
I wish for sticky lizard powers!
Wow, that's cool. Now you'll be able to climb vine-covered walls like a real lizard.
You can also bask in the sun and run on hot sand.
But I already could.
I like the weird lizard eyes he's given. That's a cute touch. I like that a lot. There's a lot of little visual things like that. But now we can climb the vine walls. Not this vine. That looks like a ladder. That's because it's just a texture. So we have to climb the other vines instead. But we have a lot of things we can do now that we have all 3 wishes. So let's do most of them. There's a couple I missed because I forget they're there. But we'll come back to those at the end of the level, of course. So here we have our little compound puzzle. Climbing up to a monkey wrench thing. This guy's relatively easy to get past because it's just one thing we're going for. I think I need to use banana launcher, but it's really not necessary. And I kind of get stuck there anyway with like... I get a bit stuck in first person because I'm a bit of an idiot, but luckily this guy's very blind.
Oops!
But there's a video for the chapter. Of course, I won't be showing off the videos because I'll probably get copyright claimed for them because I just straight up clips from the show. That's a cute noise, but we need to get into that room, so we need to get this monkey to connect to that monkey wrench thing, the monkey nut. I just kind of made a mistake when pressing the button. I pressed it in the wrong place. The animation takes a bit of time, so that's kind of a risky thing to do. Oh, we can see it properly. It's a really cute animation though for the monkey spinning the nut. It's okay, we're already captured, mate. We're already in the cage. Chill.
Collecting stuff is a healthy pursuit.
Nobody here but us chickens. Spot's mildly annoying, so I just kind of skip past it, so you already know how to get past him. So let's finally climb this vine-covered wall and get to this, which is, of course, our little bag of money. Of course, you need to go back to the first room because there's a couple of things we couldn't get in there as well now. Oh, we have our monkey wrench. Wrong gadget, mate. Wasted a banana. This is why he's rationing them, by the way. It's not because he's being cruel, it's because the monkeys keep wasting them. By monkeys, I mean me. I keep wasting them. This is terrible.
Which side is the sticky side?
Something's going to be a little bit weird because if you don't know where the actual monkey wrench is, they kind of like, or the monkey nut, or they kind of blend into the background a little bit. Like the one for that one can be kind of hard to tell where it is, even though it's a very obvious scenery cue because you expect it to be closer to the actual entrance of the cage. But it kind of makes sense for this one to be difficult to find because it's a health boost. One more to go, we've got all the health in the game. Which, yes, is 7 pips, which is a little bit annoying. Because it's an odd number. It always kind of bothers some people. Here we go, let's get back up here. Now we have our lizard powers to get up to this little thing.
Don't eat it, stick it.
Now we're time to go back to the main room. Because the only real place we need all 3 wishes in this area is in the first area of each side. You don't have to go to the entire side, because that would be a huge pain. Now we have lizard powers, let's get up this vine wall, shall we? Yeah, I thought it was a shortcut up there too. But it's just so way up here. Careful. Let's finally go up the other side of this room now. We'll see an interesting attempt at combining things. Plus we have some traps to get around.
Gotta stick 'em all!
This one took me a little time to remember how to get through. Then again, of course, the banana launcher has quite a lot of range. I forgot how much range it had. Of course, it's the same puzzle we've done multiple times. I'm just kind of an idiot. There we go. These won't stay open forever though, they are actually timed platforms that open and close again on an interval. So of course they are. They'll keep opening and closing now forever.
You when you're climbing, you'll fall! Be careful!
Yeah, they have very big hitboxes, these things. They're a little annoying. So you have to be kind of careful with these things. Source of a lot of cut content in this, a lot of cut failures in this level. Oh, you Monkey Centurions, so the armor's really cute. Very Roman. Let's get a bit of a boost, shall we, so we can get to that wall. So, Banana's pits for, but I just wanted to make sure there was nothing else I was missing like an idiot, but there isn't, so we're fine. Now let's struggle to actually line up properly with the box, and not dive. There we are. Now this part's a little annoying, but I managed to actually pull it off. There's this giant slide you have to get down to get a bunch of coins. We could just jump down that way for a shortcut, but we want the coins, of course. I actually had to be a little bit tricky here as well, and kind of break the physics a little bit by constantly jumping up the slide so I could line up with the coins properly, because having to go all the way back up again and go down the whole slide again and try and line it up is a huge pain. So I didn't want to bother doing that. Of course, if you go around those little jumps, you can't get back, so you have to kind of be very, very careful to get all the coins before each jump. There we are. Ridiculous, this part looks really flat, but it isn't. We're closing in on everything now, we're almost at the bottom of the slide now. This is more of a staircase now than a slide. Well, I'm so close, don't make me go back down the whole slide again, that would suck. That'd be almost. Yeah, this part's a little annoying if you're trying to do it the way I do, but there we go, I've got them all now. Can't see anything around here. So let's move on, shall we? I'm sure I couldn't possibly have missed anything. This guy's another guy that's actually deceptively easy to avoid getting caught by, because he's got a very, very long patrol route. So that could have turned everything off completely. But at least it stalled him for a bit, so let's wait for him to just pass by the monkey wrench thing, so we can actually use the monkey wrench to get what we need to get here. So of course we could just climb straight up those vines, but we have things we need to do first. Getting this monkey on that switch. And there we go, the presents are all now open, so we can get to them all. Our last health pip. There we go. Which really bugs me, because not only is it an odd number of health pips, but it also doesn't go all the way around the thing, so it feels kind of incomplete, and that throws me off a little bit. Well, let's go up there now, shall we? Yeah, and it's no big deal. The biggest worry is these guys, because when we're at a certain height, the apes can't see us with our flashlight anymore. I mean, there's a certain height where we're still in danger from them, but this isn't it. We're kind of done with that part now. And of course, we have another arc to do. Let's wang a little banana over there, shall we? So we've got a lot more distance. So annoying when that happens. There we go, we're done. Time for the final leg of our journey up. And I was going to start, of course, combining the apes with the wolves. I mean, the flashlight apes with the wolves, like this. Now we have to time our way up past this guy so he's not watching us and go around to the right there. Not going to help, Cosmo. You had a good run in this game, don't blow it. With silly ideas now. That's annoying because I didn't realise I was actually very, very low on bananas. And there's a few steps to do here. We haven't wasted this one. Because this is when I realised, stand on the switch, shoot banana through gate. Monkey goes that way. Luckily though, he can't see us from up there, so we're kind of safe to drop right past him. Yeah, here I'm still making that same mistake, I don't know why.
A bridge! Get moving!
I just didn't put it together in my head that the switch without the paw print is for us and switch with the monkey paw print is for the monkey. It's so obvious, but I was an idiot, so... Oop. Not that way, this way. There we go. Now we're good to go. Here I'm going to cut out a lot of failures to get up this bloody wall. So there's a few coins just up on the paths. They're basically just on the paths of these moving red things. So it's fairly obvious where the coins were. I just grabbed them because I died a bunch here and just kind of wanted to not waste time. There we go. I do like the gradual increasing complexity that the puzzles have though, that's quite fun as you're climbing the each side of the area. Like each one asks you to do a little bit more tricky stuff with its side's power. And this part's of course a real pain as well. Because of course there's those 3 coins on that monkey's platform, or that gorilla's platform rather, that make it a huge pain to actually get those 3 coins because he'll often just swing around and see you while you're trying to get to one of the coins that's in his torchlight. It's just annoying, so I skip getting them, but they're there. You just kind of have to take it pretty much. It's really hard to get them accurately enough. And then of course there's a few coins that are on this thing's path that are very easy to get. Here I'm just kind of showing off the hardest one to get. Because its path isn't just like, it's not just tight in the middle or tight on the outside edge, it kind of alternates. So sometimes you'll be on the corner and think you're safe when you won't be. Or sometimes you'll be on the outer edge and think you're safe and again you won't be. It's quite a deceptively tricky trap, that one.
That's pretty weird.
But
Not
here we are,
something I
the
expected.
banana
Activating that
emitter.
first banana smell emitter seemed to have some effect. expect that.
Quick, jump aboard! It may be our only chance!
We gotta ride that giant banana. I've been waiting my whole life for this.
We still have a few things we need to collect though. We've got 2 things I've missed. There was that treasure chest up there that I accidentally skipped past. Sorry about that, but that just contained some coins, I believe. There's some more coins up here that I missed, because I didn't go high enough on the wall. There's 2 more things missing as well, but I didn't get yet. In here, there's that climbing wall to the right I missed. Whoops. And that guy goes away, I can get for that. There we go. The other chest is just on top of the other staircase on the second side of the room. Same place as the previous one, just more coins. Sorry, I accidentally skipped past it. And here, of course, there was actually something under the slide that I missed. And it's the final thing. Now we have all the coins in the game. And because of that, we can actually afford one last thing. The very final thing to buy. I always quite like when games do that, when they give you enough of coins to basically buy everything in the shop and get them down to 0. Because that's quite satisfying when you have to spend a collectible and have that collectible actually be limited to the amount you need to buy everything in the area.
Bye, ground coins. I'll miss you.
Because it helps get into the head we've now completed this section of the game. Because now we have no more crown coins to collect, we have nothing more to buy with them. And the coins are now leveled at 0. It's not like a lot of games where money is meaningless. You end up with like thousands of them by the end, but here we are. Let's get on the boat and go for the boss. It was quite a funny boss, I don't mind it. That's not how mouths work, it's a predator. Not a monkey at all.
Check it out, guys. This is what the inner sanctum of an insanely paranoid ape king looks like.
Hey, it's exactly like I thought it would be.
There he is! On top of that apparently functionless pillar at the center of the chamber!
Hey, there's all kinds of plants growing on it. That means I can climb it with my sticky lizard wish.
But how are we gonna stop the Ape King from raining coconutty destruction down on you? It's all too much!
And there's your mom! Oh, don't let her see us, Cosmo! Timmy, could you help me, please? I've been captured by this ape. He forced me to pick lice from his fur and eat them.
You furry fiend! Prepare to eat banana justice!
No! It's the human child from the prophecy. You'll not take my lands or my chattels or bondsmen or any of that stuff. Who do?
Here we have a fairly basic fight, really.
Yes. Who's the Ape King? I'm bad.
Once we dodge the coconut,
yes.
we just need
It's my
to
birthday. That's right.
hit him where it hurts. With our only real weapon.
Great job, Timmy! Keep it up! He doesn't look happy!
He's clearly not a baboon, this is just a complete mix of art styles. But now he has to slowly turn towards us, so we actually have plenty of time to hit him if we just move a little bit around the pillar, because he has to turn to face before he can hit us again.
Bounce on apes for fun. Is that what we taught you, young man? Is it?
I don't like this part though with Mrs. Turner being a complete hypocrite. She just asked us to save her, and now she's just kind of whining about the way we're doing
I don't know
it.
why, but you are. Timmy, how many times have I told you not to fight prophecy-fearing, super-evolved ape kings?
But Mom, I rescued you!
Well, that's all that's stopping me from grounding you, young man. Now where's my flour? I still have banana bread to bake.
The flour was spilled in the fight, Mom. You'll have to buy new flour.
Typical. I guess a mother's work is never done.
All the flour was spilled! Oh no! What do we do?
Take it easy, Cosmo. I couldn't give the magic flour to Mom. I've got it right here.
Good work, Timmy.
The show's over.
TV shows are dangerous when they become real, but at least they end.
We better leave before we start to experience technical difficulties. My vertical hole feels a little itchy.
I like that gag with a vertical hold, that's quite funny. But now we have finished the last proper level of the game. All we have left now is the final boss. Let's have a little bit of a tour of the hub so we can see what the level will look like at least before we actually go to it. Just at the end of this path, of course. And now this final gate's open. Of course, it's the TV station we saw earlier. So I'll see you then, when we go and fight the final boss and finish the game, and find out what's really going on. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. We've only got one episode left, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.